Welcome to Soothing Pod's meditation. In today's meditation, we will be exploring the relationship we have with ourselves. We will become more curious about how well we are nurturing our innermost self and tending to this inner sense of being with kindness, care, and tenderness. To begin this practice, take a moment to find a comfortable seated position, releasing a sigh as you settle in for this soft and soothing practice. Straighten your spine gently, relax your shoulders, and close your eyes when you are ready. As you turn your attention inwards, begin by noticing the breath, just its simple flow into and out of your precious body. You do not need to change the breath in any way. You are simply invited to note its path and any sensations it stirs along the way. As you breathe mindfully, notice if there is any observable tension in the body. See if you might gently soften that tension with your next exhalation. Be mindful of any contraction within the forehead, your shoulders, your jaw, your hands, your belly, and any other areas your awareness might be drawn to. Witness and soften whatever you observe, sinking into greater peace, ease, and tranquility. Throughout the silent space held here, tend to the breath and to your body with tender love and care, beginning to cultivate that nurturing relationship with yourself. If thoughts arise in the mind, simply notice these with patience, compassion, curiosity, and then gently release them through the breath as you come back to what is right here. Simply by being here, you are nurturing yourself. Simply by taking this time to slow down and turn inwards, you are granting your mind and body rest and release. Continue to breathe through this simple process, coming back to the breath again and again anytime the mind wanders away. Now you might take a moment to silently and compassionately consider, what is the quality of my relationship with myself in this moment? Am I honoring my innate worthiness and wonder today? How much care and compassion am I bestowing upon myself? Practicing self-care and compassion is vital to both our own sense of well-being and to the relationships we have with others. For only when we are able to fully love and honor ourselves will we be able to show up wholeheartedly in the world. When we nurture ourselves, we develop a warmth that uplifts our own spirit and trickles out to those around us. By committing to nurturing our innermost self, we bring strength and love to the relationships around us, as well as to our own sense of self. Oftentimes, it is easier for us to nurture the well-being of others than it is for us to nurture ourselves. There are many reasons for this, most of which have roots in our earliest life experiences. We may not have learned the importance of self-care, or we might have received messaging that suggested we were unworthy of love and care. Whatever the case may be, we can, in this moment, take the time to tend to ourselves with the love, care, and compassion we unconditionally deserve. If thoughts arise that attempt to interfere with this compassionate act, we can be mindful of the stories we hold, breathing them out with a deep sigh, even if only for this moment. And in place of these stories, we can invite self-love to arise from our hearts, growing with each breath in. So come back to your breath now, softening your shoulders, your jaw, and your belly as you breathe. And then draw your attention to the center of your chest, to the heart space. As you breathe through this space for a minute or two, allow each inhalation to bring you a sense of love, care, and tenderness. And each exhalation to ease any thoughts or stories that hold you back from fully honoring and nurturing yourself. You need not banish or suppress anything within you. Simply notice if there is anything that yearns to be released or softened, even if only for this breath. Breathe in love as you inhale, letting go of all barriers to it as you exhale. And in the silent space within your mind, you might like to set an intention to continually make time to check in with yourself and to grant yourself the love, patience, and kindness you deserve. When you are finished, let the mind soften as you come back to the very natural, very simple rhythm of your breath. Mind its ebb and flow with ease. And then notice the earth beneath your seat. Slowly bring some light movements into your hands and feet. And when you are ready, gently let your eyes come back to the room around you. I hope you enjoyed today's meditation. See you again.